business is about relationships first. And so I want to make sure that you guys know who I am and, what beats my heart and why I'm so passionate about what we're going to hear about here in a moment called Uforia Science. My passion about health and wellness started probably 20 years ago. I grew up in Ohio, a very conventional background, unorganic food, sugar, and more sugar, artificial this, artificial that. It was, my parents just weren't conscious. Most people aren't conscious in this world still today, more so on the West Coast and other places in the world. We pick off what's off the shelf and what's on the screen and the advertisements, and we think it's good for us. And then we go ahead and we trust that what the doctors say when we're sick from the foods and waters and things that we're eating and putting into our bodies. And the doctors have some advice that is going to be like the miracle cure. But what the miracle cure turns out to be is a pharmaceutical medication that results into some other ailment or some other symptom that oftentimes results in the same cycle again and again. And my background, the reason why I bring that up is because my background is being a young boy, high energy, a lot of light, a lot of, a bit of a disturbance to the field, and particularly the classroom environment. So it was Ritalin, it was attention deficit disorder, it was here, we need to control this little boy. That pharmaceutical drug turned out to be, side effects that turned out to be more disorders, turned out to be more drugs, and it was a very challenging childhood, to say the least. And at some point, I just started becoming more clear about who I was, what my purpose was. I started, really turning the lights on. So I discovered that I was going to create a nonprofit organization to be a solution for the lack of awareness that is resulting into the, over-drugging of our children of this nation. I poured in hundreds of thousands of dollars of my own money that I made in the cannabis sector, and some of it was a family inheritance from a lawsuit against a big pharmaceutical company. And it was amazing. I mean, organic food, we were growing and planting seeds, we were playing in the river. It was an outdoor education and learning center where families could come and learn a different way to connect with their children, a different way to learn and grow and play together in a way that we can understand our children, especially those ones that were kind of out of the box thinkers, creating change for thousands and thousands of people and protecting a lot of children from going through the same, and families from going through the same experience that I did. So sometimes our biggest challenges in life end up turning out to be our biggest gifts. I ended up coming to Las Vegas to meet with a friend of mine, Bruce Perlowin. The base of his company is in Vegas, so I came to Vegas to be closer to Bruce. Bruce has got big dreams and aspirations to build villages around the world. Bruce ended up introducing me to a company called Uforia Science. It's DNA-based, so it starts with a kit. Inside the kit is a 30-day supply of pre-nutrition that prepares your body for your custom formula. And it's got the DNA test swabs. So it's a swab on the inside of the cheek, right and left. That goes into an envelope. That envelope goes into a prepaid envelope that goes off to our CLIA certified, CAP accredited, and HIPAA compliant labs in Texas. HIPAA compliance is very important to know. Your information will never be shared or sold with anyone but you. It's a doctor to patient relationship, and there's very tight laws and mandates to protect our information. Which actually makes it a felony for our company to share or sell any information. And that's our agreement to each and every person that comes in the program. I personally work with the owner, the founder, now the new CEO, and also I work with the scientific advisory board. So somehow I came into this thing from the very beginning. And because of my background and my success in business, and I've been building a business here with Uforia for over a year. 23andMe, Ancestry.com, millions of people lining up for their DNA test to understand more about the hereditary, where they came from. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the program here. Inside the kit, you do have that DNA test. The DNA test will result into a 35-page report. And my report's laminated and printed like this. Yours will come digitally. This is the main point that we really want to cover here. And what we see is 18 actionable SNPs. Where we're genetically deficient, we want to be able to support those systems of the body so that all these stressors don't move the genes in the opposite direction that we want to move them. They can move towards health or they can move towards sickness. So the more that we support the body where we're genetically predisposed for illness and disease, the more likelihood of mitigating hereditary disease, illness, and other issues. The Human Genome Project, with $3 billion the United States military put into understanding the human being on a cellular level. One of the final conclusions was that food and herbs had the most significant impact of the expression of the gene. The DNA that we were born with is the DNA that we'll die with. However, we can't change the expression of the genes. You know, this program is all based in real science that's been 25 years in the making by some of the most brilliant geneticists of the world. And it's just now coming out to the world right now through Uforia Science. And so we have a really special opportunity to be on the ground floor of something that is going to change the world in an extraordinary way. I believe that with all my heart. There's nothing better than getting a DNA test and learning what kind of foods, vitamins, nutrients, minerals that we want to put in our body. And we're the only company out there that is actually making a nutrition supplement that is made specifically for you, measured to the microgram, delivered to your door, right, for $159.95. So it works out to be about $6 a day. So that's the basis of our program. That's the basis of the science. It's been 10 years of building the business infrastructure. So while the science and research and software development for that science has been 25 years in the making, the business infrastructure has been 10 years in the making. What that means is that we had this technology. There's up to 100 plant-based, non-GMO, peer-reviewed, organic, wild-crafted, and/or cleanly grown and superfoods, herbs, and fruit and veggie powders, extracts. The AC11 in the formula, which is one of the power ingredients, not only repairs the DNA, but it's shown 100% of the time in 100% of the cases to elongate the telomeres moderately to substantially. When the telomeres are shrunken and they're gone, lights out, life's over. This is a scientific breakthrough in itself. They decided to build design and engineer and build a machine called the Utritiinator. It makes one of these formula in 15 seconds. If there's ingredients that are going to be in your formula, which you'll know once you get your DNA test done and you get your report back, you'll see your supplemental facts, things can be omitted. Since I've been on nutrition, it was about 70 to 80% of the pain and inflammation in my body been gone. So for me, that's a life changer. You know, whenever I don't have to wake up and walk through life in that kind of pain, then I'm a better person. I've witnessed hundreds of people, you know, over the past year have just incredible stories. Now, we can't make any health claims, and I'm not making a health claim. I can't tell you that Uforia healed me and my joints. Well, because I still have a little mild pain. I can say that when the body gets the proper raw materials at the proper levels that the body dictates according to its genetic blueprint, then the body's able to perform the miracles that the body was designed to perform. DNA marketplace, being $600 billion industry right here this year, is primarily bringing its money in through reports, digital products, not physical products. Okay, so now we have more than the overall health and wellness report that we see in here, the black one, but we have now this blue one, which is the skincare report, and a skincare product is coming with it. Okay, we also have a sports and fitness DNA report. Okay, well, that will show you your body type, your muscle structure, issues in the, you know, that you're going to want to address before going into the gym, or how you work out, how many reps, how many, you know, how much weight, et cetera, et cetera. But that's not enough, right? We don't just want to know why we're sick. We want to have a solution about what we can do about it. Vision U. This is a digital platform. It's an epigenetics platform. Once we get your DNA test, we're going to show you meal plans. We're going to show you recipes. You can learn anything you want about whatever fruit or whatever vegetable or vitamin or mineral. You can print these recipes. They're PDFs. A meal plan will be designed according to your genetic test to support you and where your SNPs. But you can also search by gluten-free, vegetarian, vegan, low carb, low fat, whatever it is. And then whenever you make edits, if you want to change some things around, then it's going to tell you live nutrition facts. But ultimately, people are coming in through reports, so we're putting reports out there. Okay, and then it ultimately brings them to want to learn more about their reports, learn about more of their lifestyles and what they can do to support themselves and their wellness plans and programs. So you can pick your muscle group. You know, these are just push-ups, right? And you have your planner. It's a social media platform that's built into it so that you can plug your team into it, who you're going to be working out with, to keep each other motivated. And ultimately, it points towards the physical products, the nutrition, the skincare product. For people coming into this epigenetic platform, they're going to learn about why this fitness program based on your DNA, why this nutrition program, why this customized skincare, how to go out and build a massive business from probably the most successful network marketer trainer in the whole entire world, Eric Worre. And it makes it easier for us to go out and build a successful business whenever we can let customers know that they're not only getting optimal nutrition, but also if there's a possibility for a large income here. We created a program here, not only offers an amazing health product that's transforming people's lives, but also a structure where everybody that comes into it, whether a customer or business builder, will have the potential to earn a substantial income. So this is the basic structure. A nutritionist comes in, which is our sales rep for Uforia Science. They enroll 7 people. Their only responsibility, as far as personal enrollments go, is to enroll 7 people. 3 of them are nutritionists or business partners, and 4 of them are customers. 2 customers here and 2 customers here. Their second responsibility is to help their 3 nutritionists to enroll 7 people each. Okay, so that means, being there as a leader to, you've done it already, you enrolled your people, to just help kind of walk them through the process and coach them and point them to all the resources that our team offers. These 3 go ahead and get their 3, and then us as the nutritionists, once that's done, we're totally done. We can walk away from network marketing forever. Now, you might say, well, do we ever have to enroll anybody else? What if somebody leaves? Right? Yes, that's true. We want to have 7 people continuously stay in the program. For us to get 7 people in a program, now, number one thing, the health product's got to be good. So we pick the right company. So if we can get something that's customized, personalized for you, then we can know it's going to work for you. And we know we're going to have a higher retention rate. Now, customers that come in and get a product that's working for them aren't just going to stay in because the product's working for them. They're also going to stay in because they know whenever they do, then they have a rebate check that's going to be coming back to them. And I'll show you what this means right here, right now. We can never project incomes, but we can tell you what the numbers will be so long as A, B, and C happen. We have customers on this side, and we have business builders or nutritionists on this side. When we talk about steps, we're talking about each step being 30 days. Somebody comes in 30 days, they enroll 7 people. Now, Uforia Science is going to pay them $180. Now, when Uforia Science pays them $180, they're going to give away 8% of their wealth to each one of their 4 customers. So now they're getting a discount on their first product. Those 3 business partners who you brought in, they go out and they accomplish their goal of getting their 7 in 30 days. Now, keep in mind, our organization, 60% are customers, where they're going to be actually making money, not only getting their product for free, within 4 months of being in the program. And now that's when everything's get really juicy and really good. Now they actually start getting checks that can set them financially free. A customer profit $30,000 in the first year, so long as you're out there building and duplicating a business. Super simple, duplicatable systems is our key to success. And so that's what you have Manuel and I and Will and Jessica and multiple other players that are actually working really hard behind the scenes. So we're a team within the company. I mean, this just to be clear, this is not a company-wide thing here. What we have is extremely special. And this is going to win for so many people that believe in themselves. The perfect ingredients for success is that you got the right product at the right time, and you came in before anybody else did. Network marketing has made more millionaires than any other industry. There's also a bunch of other ways that we get paid through the company. We know healthcare professionals, and they're participating in a wholesale retail with their own logos or pictures or faces and names on their nutrition supplements, on their kits, and on their reports as well. And you're not alone. You have your sponsor who brought you into this conversation to help you. And you also have my help. We're not here closing deals and making sales guys. We're here sharing information. If people like what they hear, then they're gonna join us. And thank you for showing up and taking this time.